There we go. You are live.
So,
All right. On the subject of long fights, though. So last session, you all rolled stupendously well at resisting the magical effect of the screaming gibbon baby.
Except for Paul.
Except for Paul, who was awake for mere moments and managed to watch the rest of the scene play out. And is now definitively feeling the lack of his deep connection with his spiritual leadership because they've sealed themselves away in some magical place to hide the mask that binds the world.
Yeah, that was a sensible thing to do.
And your mask is useless.
Well, it gives him a bonus to a cult, but that's all it does now. It doesn't give him.
Yeah. That's what I was. It gives me +2 to a cult. So,
yeah. So that still happens, but it doesn't do general magical effects like it used to.
Fair enough.
But look, at least your gods, you know your gods exist, one, and two, they give up stuff for people to protect the world. So, that's 2 ticks as far as I'm concerned. Like, they've ticked 2 boxes right there.
They sacrifice themselves for everyone's sins.
Yeah. It's all fitting in. It's all just synchristic. Is it synchristic? Synchristic religion tick?
Syncratic?
Syncratic, thank you.
Syncratic,
it's definitely Greek. I was just getting, so syncratic sounds better. But I'm an Australian, so every C must be sounded the way it sounds, or else it does a head. So yes, for the rest of you managed to stay awake, and you saw the 2 figures, and they were horrific. Well, one of them was horrific. One of them was just a weird Italian dude. We saw John Arnsworth swing a stick harder than any person has swung a stick before. One-on-one with a guy with a Tommy machine gun and win, John Arnsworth, but taken down by magic, which was, repeating him, which we realised afterwards was repeating the meme of how Muhammad's characters die in my campaign. So, and now you have woken up in the all scattered around the camp, the Hooverville, because various of you got to various parts of Hooverville in your pursuit. One last comment: the 2 figures stole a young-ish, so someone in the order of 10 to 12 years old, child from the tent, and escaped with them. And you were left, in effect, unconscious. I think you've done some medical work on John Arnsworth, and you've also done some work on Fear. Is that right? Does it bring...
But I'm still having my conditions, right? It's going to be,
I've still got 4. I've got exhausted and battered on physical, and angry and frightened on mental.
Sorry, I mean my critical injury, not my condition.
Yeah, you still got your critical injury. That is correct.
Yeah, I have 2 conditions. I'm angry and I'm exhausted.
Yeah. Now, what I'm just going back over the dice rolling that we did towards the end of the last session, which luckily we have. And what I note is there is no empathy style skill rolls in there to try and recover mental conditions.
No.
So I would suggest to you can do that if you would like.
Okay, I'm going to get my horn out. So this is for the benefit of everybody else. And play a long, slow lament. I believe I don't have a particular power or anything. So I'm rolling currently 3 dice, I think, for this.
Are you down 4 conditions? Or almost?
Oh, no, actually, I'm rolling more than that. It'll be inspiration, won't it, I roll?
Yeah, it's inspiration, and you get the bonus for the horn.
And the horn is worth what?
On your sheet, but if it's not,
So I don't think I used to get a bonus for the horn.
Oh, okay.
And foolishly, I don't think I made it my.
It's not your what's its name? Your memento.
Yeah.
-2, mastercrafted musical instrument.
Ah, right. Okay then. Let me.
Can I
Well,
can I assist as well?
well, I'm thinking. I'm looking for you to actually make a whole separate roll yourself to cure
Yeah.
me.
Okay,
'cause-
all right.
It would make more sense to roll separately than to roll
Okay.
together.
Yeah, no worries.
And I get 1,
Success. So that's 2.
three conditions.
It's only 2, I think, if you don't have a special talent for.
All right.
healing.
Okay. 2 that 1 or 2 of you can use.
What's the more penalties?
I've only got 1, so I don't. I
4.
think Mohammed is.
I
Dido,
have one.
you're the worst, right?
I have 1 in mental and 1 in physics.
Yeah, because you've already been.
Hmm.
Sorry, my cat is very insistent that it wants to spend
So
some.
we have 2 conditions to recover.
Yeah.
As further than
Paul, have you got any?
No.
You slept
No,
through the whole thing.
He slipped through the whole game last time.
So,
Samuel, I will.
John, there are 2 conditions going. Why don't you each take one just to make this
Yeah.
really long?
Each of you take one mental condition.
And I will on the spirit of sanctity, and I will bless John.
Okay.
John, which gives you a +2 on any test of your choice until the end of the adventure.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you,
wow.
Paul.
Wow.
Nice.
End of the adventure. Oh, so I can use it multiple.
No.
use it
It's a one shot. It's a one shot. You can only use it, and it gives you +2. But you can use it on any dice test up until the end of the adventure. I can do that to 1 person per session. I was going to do it last session, but I fell asleep. But yeah, I can do it to 1 person per session, and the bonus lasts until the end of the adventure.
Okay.
Great.
Are you able to teach me about how God will guide us against these terrible demons?
Yes, and then basically I will say, God's will will guide us. God's will guide us, and the saints will protect us. And I name a few esoteric saints as I try to inspire people. So shall I make an inspiration roll?
Please do.
I've got no gear that gives me bonus. No bonus for gear. So inspiration.
Oh, 2.
Hey, 2.
So is that have you got that ability that allows 3, or is that just okay? 4. 4 we've got.
So that's 4 back.
I
think once
and there's only me though, isn't there? That's got any mental stuff now.
Okay, so I can take away my frightened.
Well, John only had 1, so you should have been cured by my music earlier on.
Yeah.
All right.
I already recovered the one.
So I'm good.
Cool.
Okay. So you scatter those around, and everyone is now fully mentally recovered.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is basically the next morning. You've woken up to this scene, this horror. You know that they've taken this child, and you even know who took them because you recognized when you described the big bloated man, it was tied to Sedgwick, I think his name is.
Yeah,
Theodore Sedgwick. That's him. So you have a pretty clear idea on who it is. You have a pretty clear idea on the fact that they're not natural. My cat is literally just not interested. in staying off the counter. It's like she just will not give up. Respect you.
Well, they are our lords and master. We have to obey
no,
all
right,
the
yeah.
cats.
I hear you. She is after all named after the Sumerian goddess of love and war. So it's it's hard to argue that she's not a goddess. And
Every
indeed,
time she jumps up on the table, we should get a +2.
yeah, no, nice. I like it. Yeah, special blessing from Anana.
Yeah.
Okay. So Prospect House, I think, was the place you thought might be most fruitful to investigate.
Yep.
Now there was a plan to dress up as pest control and reuse your, rebadge your electrical. I think it was electricians was the last one. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was electrician. Yeah, John is sewing a rat instead of the lightning of electricity. He's sewing a rat symbol instead.
John, did I mention that I had spent several years being a what do you call them? A logo person. Hand doing logos on shirts. Person to make money on the side. Arnsworth. All right. Well, do you want to just now? There was a suggestion you could go into town, get into the library. I think that was Father Daniel.
But we decided not to do that because basically we've worked out exactly what's going on because of those things that we know that they are the unnatural things that are causing the problems and also the things that are the cause of the sickness, basically.
Yeah, so you have no doubts anymore. So you're just going hard in with, confidence. All right, so
it's a preference.
Prospect House. Is that where you're going?
Yeah. Is the Tommy gun still there, or did the guy who had the Tommy gun get away?
No, he and the Tommy gun are both missing.
Right, okay. Okay, not that I wanted to use the Tommy gun, but it is
I have my shotgun.
I think you do want to use the Tommy gun, Father Daniel. I don't believe you.
Paul might well want to, but Father Daniel definitely doesn't.
Nah. You're a monster. Okay. Yeah, there you go. How's that? All right. So, Prospect House. Okay. All right.
Are we all going?
I don't know. That's what I'm.
The original plan was that John Arnsworth and I were going to check it out.
Yeah, in their suits.
Okay. Well, why aren't we? If you're checking it out, we know that's his base. We know that's where he's living.
Well, the original plan happened before
how
last night happened, Paul. Oh,
Right,
Father
okay.
Daniel. So
Yes.
it's what we were going to do in the morning.
Yeah.
Now I'm wondering whether now we know the nature of, we were going to go there looking for clues. I think we may want to rethink now. Shall we leave the doctor here in camp to help out with all the sick people here? He says, neatly weaving Frank's absence into the adventure.
Nice.
And maybe the four of us go in force.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Not that I'm. Yeah, I will help as much as I can.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
still
none
having
of us in the best condition.
yeah,
But
I'm
there's
still
a
having a
chance
bloody.
still of maybe saving that lad.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the
But he's
important thing.
He's 12.
Yeah. Can't remember the age.
Okay.
John's still having a bloody bandage around his throat.
Don't you have issues talking?
Yeah, I'm wheezing.
You're wheezing, yeah.
So shall we?
Pause.
Shall we go?
All right. So you're all rocking up. So it's out of town. The house is outside of town. It's actually one of those. It's actually quite large. The house itself is, let's say, give or take, Do I actually have a sense of size, or do I just have to guess? I think I have to guess. Okay, good. Let's go with it's a single story house. It's 2-story house. It's 2 stories. And sorry, I was confused by the whole first floor, second floor thing that we call ground floor and first floor. So
it's the first floor, obviously. Makes perfect sense.
Not a ground lobby.
The ground. We used to live in houses where the ground was actually the ground.
Mm.
And then we built a floor.
Don't break me with the whole first floor, ground floor thing. I can't compute.
Is there if the door is central, is there a room on either side, or are there more than one rooms on either side?
No, there's a room on either side.
Okay.
You can see that the building itself is, let's say, anywhere between 15 and 20 meters long, so it's pretty big, front facing. There's actually proper, little sort of semicircular stairs going up to the front doors. It's quite large. There's a second story with balconies hanging over those doors, so you can imagine the front of the house. The rooms are pretty much aligned. The windows look like they pretty much go from first, sort of, they're above each other, but first floor to second floor, they feel like the rooms are going to be roughly the same on both sides. It's overgrown though. It's overgrown with weeds and trees that are broken down and other things. It doesn't take you very long to sort of, I'll assume you kind of do a quick walk around the outside, if only to scope it. So it's fenced, but only sort of meter to 1.5 meters high. So what's that? 4.5 feet high if you're using if you're using imperial measurement. There is the large house, or mansion even, and then there is a much smaller building on one side of the thing. If you're facing the front, it's on the right hand side of the building towards the back, so on the other side away from you, at the rear of the building, there is a room, what looks like a single room building. It's about 2 by 2, maybe 2.5 by 2.5, and it has 2 much smaller, like 1 meter, give or take, small buildings attached, next to that small outer building. So you can imagine it looks kind of like there's the mansion in front of you. On the other side of the mansion, there's a sort of reasonable sized sort of tool sheddy type building, or small, outhousey type thing. And then there's 2 very small buildings / somethings next to it. It's all overgrown though, and doesn't look well maintained.
Overgrown means potentially climbable.
That's
right?
our target.
Yeah, absolutely. The fence itself is not. The fence itself is completely.
No, I was thinking the walls of the building. You talk about
up the building
floor
itself, as in, does it have ivy and other things growing up the side? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Sure does.
Does it look derelict?
Okay. 2 things.
Yeah.
First of all, I've got a bonus on medicine. Can I treat myself and potentially get rid of?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. First of all, I'm going to do that.
Okay. Wow, you've got a bonus on medicine.
Sorry?
Just full of surprises. You're full of surprises. I said you've got a bonus on medicine. I said full of surprises. Atlanta's, been hanging.
I'm no good at. I can't do the skill of medicine, but I've become battle hardened in my adventures. So I'm just gonna. And I've seen the doctor do his stuff. It looks relatively simple.
You just wrap this white thing around your arm and go, I'm healed.
So I'm just going to try that one, which is not actually that many dice because I am injured. Oh.
Two
So,
successes. Two.
successful medicine roll gets rid of how many conditions?
2, unless you have the special talent.
That's fine. I only need 2. Right. Okay.
Wow. You're in.
Now, I feel ready to
Climb
climb
walls.
So I have learned in our adventures that going in through the door is generally a bad idea,
Sure.
and going in through an upper window can give you advantages, particularly when dealing with those mafiosi types. So that is my plan.
Okay.
Let's sneak in.
Yeah.
All right.
Sneak
So, can everyone please make for me a? I'll just make sure I get the right skill.
Stealth roll?
Not immediately, no. I think
Okay.
a vigilance roll is what I'm thinking of right now. As
Yeah.
you clamber over the sides and start to move through the undergrowth towards the thing. Yes. Someone do it.
Vigilance. Where is my vigilance? Oh.
Samuel got a vigilance success. That makes some sense.
Ah,
Wow.
nope.
Samuel, you're the only one. Hey, Samuel. That's awesome. So you all clamber over the gate, or maybe do you open the gate or do you clamber over the fence?
I'm
Rusty gate.
opening the fence.
I think opening the gate, because I don't know,
Okay.
John, are we in our electricity company overalls like our plan was? Can't do any harm. Yeah. So
Yeah, do it.
I
All right.
think
So you
electrical
open the
company
gate. It makes a horrible screeching noise, by the way. It's a rusted, a wrought iron gate. You are moving through the undergrowth, which, like I said, is full of weeds and growth. Samuel, you hear a groan from the undergrowth. It's a little while away from the path, probably no more than a couple of meters, but you can't, like, the undergrowth is quite densely grown. It's at least, let's say for the sake of conversation, close to a meter high. It's like really tall weeds and grass and other things. And yeah, you hear this groan.
Right or left?
Right.
And does it sound like a child or does it sound like an adult? Or does it sound unworldly?
It sounds more like an adult.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I go like this to everybody and I say, I do this and point.
I'm kind of confused because I didn't hear.
Okay,
anything.
so I'm that's because I'm not talking. So I put my finger to my mouth and to indicate to be quiet, and I point over in a direction, and I kind of mouth, I hear something. Something's groaning, and I point over, but I'm trying not to speak.
You don't say groan. You're right. Okay. I'm sliding my knife out of my pocket. I've eschewed guns ever since I shot myself.
I'm sliding my holy water out of my pocket.
My trusty stick.
I'm keeping my shotgun in my pants.
That's what you call it.
Are you going? So are you going off the path to investigate?
I think I'm creeping that way as stealthily as I can, and I can
Okay.
roll stealth if you want me to.
It's not really necessary.
Okay.
There's. I mean, I could make you roll stealth, but there's no one. At this point, there's no one to hear, so that doesn't seem particularly useful. Could you make an? Hold on, I always get this wrong. Oh yeah, no, that's right. Okay. Oh well, it is what it is. As you're doing so, could you make a learning roll for me, please?
Oh, learning. That's one of my best abilities.
I know. I just noticed. I just checked your character sheet, and it's what you're awesome at. Right. Okay. Fine. You're sort of moving through the underbrush with these big, heavy overalls on. When you reach this you get to the point where you're being pointed at, and you can see the sort of shadowy form of a human body lying underneath the underbrush.
How big a human body?
No, adult, definitely an adult.
Adult.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still kind of nervous about approaching it. Does it have any of the symptoms we've seen of things growing inside it? The
Wiggling.
the bloated nature, the skin.
So because it's actually reasonably early, so it's decent light, because you're not going in the evening, you're going in the morning. You do have pretty decent light coming in, so it does not look like the big guy, like not the whole writhing purpley mass that you saw. It looks much more like the man who was on the bed who died in your presence.
That's what I'm still afraid of, because there was all sorts of shit going on with him as well.
Yeah. So that kind of grey pallor to the skin, the sort of powdery look to the face, which was turned into that kind of ash that you poured holy water on, Father Daniel. Thank you. Not forgotten.
How does he look like?
I made it better. So that kind of look, and you realise the groan might not have been him, in the sense that you can see sort of crawling over him these kind of slug-like things.
This is what I was afraid of. This is why I didn't really want to come and investigate this body.
Yeah.
You're going to make me make a fear roll, aren't you?
I am, yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, look, conditions, such fleeting joy.
You're surrounded by.
You just laughing in the face of horror. I laugh in the face of horror. He says. I mean, you're kind of. It's having. I'm basically giving you it's having less effect on you because you've seen a fair amount of it.
Yeah.
Kind of logic, but yeah, you can look it in the eyes, my friend. You can stare down slug-like horrors.
Okay, I'm not staring for very long. I'm not that interested. I just call back to the others. This one's too far gone. The doctor couldn't save one.
I'm
just like this.
So as he's saying that, I'm gonna look at the building and see if any curtains are moving or if I see any movement. Want a vigilance for that?
Make a vigilance roll, please.
I succeeded.
Yeah, you see movement in the curtains.
But
it could just be
the wind.
The wind.
The wind.
Is it upstairs, downstairs?
That's a different program.
It's kind of let's say. It's kind of a few of them. So upstairs and downstairs, there's a bit of movement.
Okay, so I just tell everybody they're watching us.
They're watching us.
Yeah.
I see.
So I come back, I scoop up John so he doesn't even have to make a fear roll, saying, you don't want to see that. I'll tell you what. No, actually, I might not do that. I'm going to roll investigation. I'm shit at it, but can I see how this body got here? I'm looking for any clues at all.
Absolutely, and that is an investigation roll. You have called it correctly.
Oh, get in there.
You can see that. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of broken, obviously, there are broken weeds and other things coming from the house. So it looks like this person has crawled / walked from the house to here and then collapsed collapsed at that point.
Trying to escape, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Whatever supposition you want to draw from that point on, you're welcome to do so. With 2 investigation, though, one thing you did notice is the body was dressed in hard-worn clothing, i.e., probably someone who was traveling the railways. Like, these were not well-maintained clothes. These were, you know, sort of the clothes of a person who has not, you know, had any money for some time.
I just want to point out that we helped Samuel travel the railroads in a free way to get here.
You did. You are. Some of you, at least, are experienced.
And also, I'm remembering the rules of Versa. We should have taken a preparation role on that journey. So
I thought you did, actually. I thought we did do preparation this time.
Did we? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think we did because we actually set up the house and did that sort of thing, so you could get a bonus. The bonus 2 dice to one thing. Maybe that's a memory I have. Anyway, look, I tell you what, you can all have a bonus 2 die to 1 skill at some point.
Oh,
cool.
There you go. That's solved. All right. So, what do you want to do?
So I am going to follow the path that he made through the bushes.
Okay.
If I can work out what window
you doing
climbed
that?
out of.
So you're doing that. Can I just ask John Arnsworth, Father Daniel, and Samuel? So you can see Atlanta has moved off the side. He's gone, you don't want to look at this. And then he's, you know, moving towards the house through the undergrowth. The rest of you are currently on the path. What do you want to do?
Okay, are we going?
Follow Atlanta.
What are you doing, Father Daniel?
You're all moving off the path and joining him as he moves through the underbrush.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah. John?
Yeah, I'm not going alone inside the house. I'm not doing anything foolish.
All right.
Foolish several
times.
A couple of meters away. Like, it's not like he's disappearing off into the dark.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually quite well lit, as I described earlier. It's the morning, so you've actually got decent light.
It's a nice day. It's not raining. It's sunny.
Could all of you please make for me? What would it be?
Lustels or something?
No, I think it'll be, what's the one under precision that I'm thinking of? There isn't one under precision. Oh, because it's under physique. Okay, yeah. Could everyone make an agility roll for me, please?
Oh, shit.
I'm supposed to be agile, so
You are. You're a bouncy little person right there.
I'm going to use my +2 right now.
Are you? Whoa, John Arnsworth just.
Can I give my successes to anybody that failed?
God. You can, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll let you do that. All right. So basically, what you realise, and obviously John Arnsworth well ahead of the curve here, and hands out his successes to the other 2 who failed, so that no one fails. Well done, John. Is as you move through the undergrowth, a couple of things become really apparent. Can I actually? There's a kind of marshy stickiness to all of the ground, and the reason that matters is because you're not in marshland. This is not marshy grounds. You're not next to a river.
Trail.
I'm going back. I'm going back to the trail. I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm done with this. I'm walking over.
Let's go back
walking over.
And yeah, well, luckily John notices all of this before anyone takes too many steps, clearly, because John's on top of the game. So basically the ground is covered in this sticky, viscous slime. Not only that, there are these slug-like things everywhere.
Oh my goodness.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Burn it down with fire.
You'll be glad to know there's a whole special side note on burning it down with fire in the module. I just want to make that very clear, which starts with Many Call of Cthulhu investigators see fire as the solution for all life's problems.
It goes on.
Which I particularly like as an introductory statement. Anyway.
When we get back on the path, can we just check that we've got no slugs on us?
Yeah, so I'll assume that you've managed to avoid slug infestation.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John. I was quite amazed that you all went, yeah, let's all go into the undergrowth that we can't see through. Wow.
I was just following
you
Atlanta.
people are not suspicious enough. That's my first call out, right?
I realised the foolishness of following Atlanta.
Yeah, hold on a second. Is he actually that smart? No.
No, I'm not.
No, he's not. Now, the bad news is I need you all to make a fear roll, though. So John Arnsworth may have saved you from infestation, but in calling out the risk of infestation, I need everyone to make a fear roll. And there they are. So Samuel and Anston go, I laugh in the face of horrible monsters from other dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
And so does, wow. Father Daniel. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, please
Cursing yourself with the stupidity of following me in danger.
As you realise that you came close to being infested with things that lay eggs inside your body and other weird things, and you don't even know how they get into your body, and you probably don't want to.
No, I don't want to know that. I'm just freaking out about that.
You just the whole thought of it. That could have been me. I could have been the desiccated corpse.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go get a jacket. I'm sitting here in a t-shirt going, why am I sitting in a t-shirt? It's about 2 degrees outside, and I'm actually, it's cold here.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's autumn. It's autumn, isn't it?
Quick, get a jacket.
Not Doug cold, but, cold. I'll be one.
Yeah, go and get a jacket. I'm going to go and get a drink.
Yeah, it's 31 right now, so yeah.
I think it's 18, and I actually have a hoodie behind me just in case, because it's
12 here at the moment.
Oh, it's humid, and I think it's 18. I think it's 18 in the house.
It's 12 outside at the moment. I've just checked.
No, no, it's 25. It's okay. That's a little bit.
Freezing.
Oh, it's 12 outside as well. It's 12 degrees out there.
All right,
Atlantic Canada and Wales.
What time? What degree is it?
12.
Yeah, exactly.
And 25 in Egypt.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expect. My partner's in Taiwan with her best friend doing their every 5-year trip. It's currently minus 3.9 outside.
In Taiwan?
No, it's 36 degrees.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
It's like, whoa.
It's a tropical hellscape, apparently. As Canberrans, we are not equipped for humidity or heat. Well, we're equipped for heat. We're not equipped for humidity.
So what happens to all those spiders and nasties when it gets this cold?
Yeah, they're adapted.
They put on a jacket.
They live in little holes, warm themselves at night. I don't know.
They come indoors, don't they?
They come indoors.
They come indoors.
Exactly. It's the snakes that go and hibernate. The spiders are quite merrily still floating around.
No, the red card.
Yeah. I don't know what you're worried about. Anyway, I've only ever had to. I've not dealt with too many funnel webs. I deal with a lot of redbacks, but not too many funnel webs.
Okay.
Funnel webs are the really nasty ones. Funnel webs are actually proper deadly, whereas redbacks only kill about one person every 20 years or something because they're pretty light on. Anyone died yet? Frank, has anyone died yet? No.
I think Doug's just taking a condition.
Douglas has taken a condition,
Sorry,
maybe
Douglas
two. I think two conditions. Yeah, I'm the person who has to get the wife to knock down the spider web the spider that's only like this big and kill it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so, and in a classic example of you can do a lot of thinking about designing your house and you can still stuff it up. I forgot to put a vent. Oh no, there is a vent. Whatever. Anyway, my office is always cold. It's very annoying, and my cat is always annoying. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, cat. All right. All right. So, house right in front of you. You're on the path. You go to the front of the house. There's some doors. It looks inviting. It almost like it wants you to come in. It's reaching out its arms in to embrace you.
I'm looking to see if it's ventilated.
Cat wants to know what's going on there. What?
Okay, I'm gonna push ahead and check the doorknob. Is it locked or open?
It's not locked. As you push ahead, you push on the door. There's a sort of a slow sound.
Oh, I don't open it. I just turn the knob to see if there's give in. So there is. So I turn to my companions and say, "It's unlocked."
It is unlocked.
Okay.
I'm still looking at the creature attacking Thomas.
Yeah.
No, I'm still concerned about wanting really to go in the window. Having been a bit freaked out by the whole slug marsh experience,
Yeah.
I'm inspecting the ivy very carefully beside the door to see whether that's all sluggy as well.
Okay. As you look at the ivy, it's kind of hanging down from the windows almost rather than growing up to the windows. And it's kind of loosely sort of gathered towards one side of the windows, giving it an impression almost like tears coming out of eyes.
Do we want to go into this building, or do we want to go into the building in the back?
This thing about the thing you read from the adventure that says they'll probably want to burn it with fire. Didn't it say this is where the petroleum is? Oh God! I don't want to go in. I turn around to Samuel and the others.
I don't want to go in.
Yeah.
I close the door.
I will basically grasp at the rosaries that my mentor priest gave me, and I said, "Gentlemen, we must sally forth. Evil will not be defeated by itself."
And as he says that, Samuel prays and then has a spark of imagination using his talent. Once per session, you can ask the game master to explain how clues are connected. Done. How are all these clues connected, and should we enter into this building?
I'm not answering the second question. That's not part of the deal.
Are the clues connected enough that we should be careful?
You've stepped up to the door and pressed on the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you were testing whether the door was locked, and you're looking at these eyes.
Yep.
On the door, on the building, and you press on the door, and you feel this weird, sonorous, sort of rhythmic pressure against the door, and you kind of, as you're walking up to the building, you've taken it all in, right? And the thing that you are struck by, you can see the whole building as the face of someone.
Oh.
Okay, so I convey this after I test the door and say this is like an entity in itself.
Oh no! If I may just give you
one piece of
information. I like where you're going. I think that's good, and you realise that the pressure on the door feels kind of like you imagine the breathing of a person pushing against the door. So the door is like, if you held your hand against your mouth, you would feel,
into the belly of the beast.
The door would be pulled towards out breath, the door is pushed out. And you realize there's a rhythm to the way the door is being pressured that feels just the same as if someone was breathing. And you look, and now that you've taken in the whole thing, you can those ivies that were running down the side look like sort of tears or lines running out of eyes.
There's
There's
some type of poltergeist. There's something taking over this house, a living, breathing entity. I'm not.
And now you can make the check that you've insisted on giving yourself by implementing your talent.
And this time, I think instead of rolling my weaker empathy, I will roll logic, which is much better.
Sure, you do you, buddy. You do you.
Yeah, I'm going to do me, and I do it well.
Only one fear.
Yeah.
Oh, was it 2?
Yeah.
You've
you've just put together the fact that the whole house is basically a possessed living thing that you almost stepped inside just willy-nilly.
Yeah, you can't push fear rolls, can you? I don't.
You cannot.
No, you can't. I didn't think so.
It'd be pointless because you'd be pushing and taking the condition to stop yourself taking a condition.
Yeah.
It's true.
Makes
He's
sense.
got a point. It would actually make no difference. Same outcome.
Yeah.
Might even be worse because you can fail.
It could be worse. You could. Yeah.
And it can be. Yeah.
So it's so I take a condition.
A single mental condition.
Frightened.
Seems logical. I'd go with it. I'd roll
So I guess we shouldn't go through the back door then. Okay.
Not where I thought this was going to land. Here's what I know.
Yeah, that'd be shit. That would be.
Takes it down a notch. It was all very civilized.
Apologies.
Well, he is
very civilized, and then Paul added something in.
No, it's because John was thinking he's already got a cover all on. So what does it matter? Use the uniform.
Yeah. So
I've got to say, I can see that scene happening. At one line, everybody bursting out. Does it by any chance cure Samuel of his condition? I'm just pushing my luck here, but
I mean, we could get a torch and put it to the back of the door.
look, I'm willing on the basis.
I think Kings have
I'm
died
willing on
that
the
way.
basis of that argument. John Arnsworth, you've probably got terrible inspiration, but would you like to make an inspiration roll? As you,
Okay.
this line in the middle of the group. Well, that's it then. I guess we're not going through the.
Oh, I have terrible inspiration. I have only.
No, I realise your comedic timing may not be the best.
Yeah.
But,
Sure.
it feels deserved. No,
Oh.
unfortunately not. But it is
Bad
still
taste.
very fun.
Mm.
All right. So, what do you want to do, guys?
Into the belly of the beast.
No,
okay.
no.
Now, there's some theories here. Is this some otherworldly god? This house? Is it somebody who has been turned into this house? The victim. I mean, now you point it out, it looks really sad.
Yeah.
Like it's crying, like it's in pain.
Victims.
Are we saving this house, or are we burning it with fire?
Oh, are the
Could I start a exorcism?
Exactly, that might work.
Yep.
Can you
Start
bless the?
Full Christian exorcism style, holy water, rosary, reading from scriptures, etc.
Okay.
Oh,
I may have
Say
a
the
book.
word if you need me to start playing when the Saints go marching in.
we're not a football team. I don't remember which football team that's the song of, but that is
I
a
think
football
it's the
team, isn't it?
Saints. I think it's Southampton.
Right.
Okay. Sure. All right. There's enough standing around. What are you doing? What are you actually doing, guys?
I'm actually starting an exorcism on the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Don't bother rolling. It doesn't work. Moving on.
Yeah, I know. I didn't expect it.
Okay.
I will check. Maybe we'll check the shed room.
The outhouse,
The
the
shed?
room,
Yeah.
The back.
big shed. So
Yeah.
you're going around. So
I'm
to be
clutching at
clear,
any
you're moving
straws that
through all of
involves
the
me not having
undergrowth.
to go into this
Wait,
house.
wait.
You're moving through all of the undergrowth as you go around the side of
Oh,
the
for
house.
fuck's sake, you bastard! No, I'm
No.
not.
No.
I'm not.
I'm just checking whether that's what
I
you're
put
doing.
out my hand and I grab John and say, no.
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 You know,
Father, do you have any brilliant ideas?
All right. Is that me?
yes, you are the father.
Everyone's
in this.
lagging at the moment, so it might be me.
Yeah, I think it's you.
I think it's you, Father.
So-
Your exorcism's gone wrong.
The
Normally,
exorcism worked on
Okay.
the internet, but not on the house.
Yeah, I realise that. Okay. Well, so
What's hilarious is you've missed
I got a lot of
about
guys.
5 statements in between.
Yeah.
So that response was both on point and weirdly on point, and yet at the same time wrong. The question was, what do you think we should do, Father?
Should we talk to the house?
I don't think we should talk to the house. I don't know if we should go into the house. I haven't got a clue. Is the house infected? So in other words, there's some dark entity inside the house that's basically effectively reflected on the structure outside, or is it an actual entity? Was this house here previously, which I'm guessing it was? It's just been basically, it's almost like it's it's getting an inflection or a reflection of the corruption that's going on in the inside. I don't know.
I think it's
we could check the outhouse for gasoline and burn the fucker down.
No, but that would require walking through the slugs. I postulate.
Are the slugs reactive to holy water or not? Do we find that out?
You've never tried dumping holy water on any slugs.
Oh,
Okay.
wait,
No,
John.
no. I guess when Father, I guess you tried to bless the
body,
patient, the
and
body.
the ashes.
Did they? Yeah, but that just turned out she's muddy.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
okay.
I don't think Frank had.
I don't
I don't think the doctor had taken it up yet when you spread the holy water.
Because we had to burn. That's why we burnt the body, because the holy water didn't do anything to the eggs.
Yes, so probably it wouldn't.
Most probably not.
Right.
It's a matter of
So
actually seeing if
I-
you find someone.
Wait a second, Atlanta. I just want to say that I think that the bodies and the people that are being consumed are somehow feeding it. That's
Right.
my.
Yeah, I want to
Well,
say,
they are basically.
do you think that child we saw taken is in this house?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
we came here to save that child.
And they're going to be basically being used as more fertile ground for them to grow more eggs and these slugs.
So, is there any chance that we can save this child if we go inside, or is it somewhere else entirely?
Wait, I think there may be two things going on. There's the slugs, okay, and they seem to be in adults. Then, on the other hand, you have children who are missing, but they don't seem to have been infected by the slugs.
Do we know that? We don't know. That.
Well, from the evidence so far, it's been adults who's been affected by
You
this.
haven't investigated any children. That's a
No, we haven't seen anything with children.
That's an
wasn't
assumption.
there?
That is an assumption.
I'm
Yeah,
old
wasn't
and my brain forgets things, says Samuel.
But Samuel, is there any evidence that you can see that that man who took the child actually came back here? We were coming here last night before all that shenanigans. John and I were coming here to see if we could find clues. Now, I don't know whether we found any clues. What I'm finding is horror that makes me not want to go into this house. This morning, I was coming to save that child. Do you think that child is here, or
it's his house?
You know that this is the house that
could
was
they be
bought
somewhere else?
by Sedgwick. The whole reason you
Yeah,
came
Cedric's
here,
house.
going back, was that it was originally owned by someone else who went missing, disappeared,
Yep.
and Sedgwick bought this house. And Sedgwick bought the house and lived in it. The whole reason you were coming here is you knew that Sedgwick lived in this house.
And our first assumption was that he was the one that was doing everything. But if he's the lackey who was that big bulbous thing,
No. Sedgwick was the big bulbous thing. The factotum was the guy with the Tommy gun, who is Alex Raffetti.
Who's the lackey? Sedgwick is still the
so you still say Cedric is the leader as this
Cedric
big bulbous thing. Okay.
So we think the child and Cedric are in this house. We think
and
I think now you
potentially
remind
who's
me
got a
that
big
person
gun.
went missing. I think that person is the house. And I'm just kicking the front door down. I've had enough.
All right.
You
kick the front door down.
There we go.
It's open. It's open.
It's kind of ajar actually, because Samuel's been pushing on the door and it's kind of pushed open. All right. Okay, the house is dark. It is not lit. So there's light shining from the outside into the entry hall. You can see the floor is a sort of velvety red color, as are most of the walls for that matter. And yeah, I mean, I assume you kick the door in and step in. Well, you push the door open and step in, and there's a kind of squelchy sound as you step into the room.
Is it? And it's red.
Yeah.
To be honest, the reason I kicked the door down is so that I didn't actually have to step in.
Oh, well, you don't have to step in. Sorry. No, that's fine. So you can see the red velvety. You can see the red velvety floor walls. You can see that they're glistening.
Yeah. Are they a dark red or a bright red?
They're a red.
Yeah. Color.
No, you don't want that color. You want the dark color because that would mean it's covered in blood.
No, it's not covered in blood.
Oh, okay. So it's just like a kind of House of Ill Repute.
But it is now that you've pushed the doors open and you're standing at the entryway looking in, you can see this red velvety kind of, color everywhere. It's a deepish red, but not super. It's not coppery.
Okay.
You don't have that coppery tang to the air.
Okay.
But you do have a kind of wet, kind of almost meaty smell coming.
Oh, now I get it. Yeah, now I get it. Sorry,
coming from the space. Yeah.
Now I understand.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
well, can you imagine what it would be like if we went to the back door?
Oh God! Can I see staircase here?
See my previous statement.
Please refer to my previous statement. My standard operating procedure while in the building is trust no one. Stairwell. No, you can see there are doors. So you're in a corridor. So the entryway is basically a corridor. That corridor goes towards a wall. You can see that it ends in a T-junction. There are doors on the left and right-hand side of the wall. So on each wall. That's what you can see. Oh, and the rear... Oh yeah, I think that's fair.
Uh,
The back that the T junction looks like it's hitting a big window. So there's actually light coming in through that big window. It's basically all you can see is window space, like
In the back.
Yeah. So if you're looking straight ahead, you're looking at actually a large window.
That's
I'm striving.
that is literally my house.
Carpet tongue to that window.
That is literally my house.
Wow, you probably want to check out what's going on with your house because it's not good, man.
Yeah, seriously.
Red
This
carpet.
is literally your house. It's not good. I'm just saying that. It's
Okay.
bad. That's a bad thing.
Bad mojo.
Bad mojo. Yeah. I want to get an exorcist in.
I was just looking for the
It
book.
doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Yeah. Salt the ground, burn it.
Okay, so Atlanta, you had a thought?
I'm just striding through to that window. I'm shit
Okay,
scared
so
of
you
this.
are now walking across the squelchy ground.
Yeah, I'm now
so
walking across the tongue. Yeah.
Squelchy ground. There's a lot of squelch. And you walk towards the
I'm
back.
trying not to think about it. I'm just going straight for the window as fast as I
So
can.
what you realise is you're looking at a large conservatory. So basically someone's built a big glass space. There are plants and other things growing in there. And that glass is, it's the whole room is effectively made of glass. So it points out towards the back. You can see out towards the back of the house through the glass. It looks like someone's broken all of that. That glass on the other side looks like it's been smashed or broken in some fashion. The side you're on, not so much. You look down the corridors and you can see doors at the end of both of these corridors that you're now standing between. However, to the question you asked earlier, you can see. Yes, there it is. Okay. You can see stairs to your right.
Yep.
That go up.
Yep.
I am shouting back to the others. I see stairs. I'm going up. I'm hoping
I'm going to go against my previous statement, and I'm following Atlanta.
Okay.
John, are you following?
No, I'm not staying inside this squishy thing. I'm going up.
Okay, so I will be behind going up.
So you're all going up the stairs, just
Yes.
so we're all on the same page.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
I should have climbed from outside. Okay.
Yeah. But then you're climbing up a man's tears.
Okay, you climb up the stairs and you come out into basically the same layout. So it's exactly the same layout, which you kind of already knew because you had the balconies above the ground floor windows, all of that sort of thing. You've come out of the stairs, there's the long corridor. The conservatory actually goes up both stories. So you can see that glass is continued here. So someone's invested a bugger load of money on building this thing because that's not cheap. At the right, okay, yeah, okay, got it. You can hear now that you've come up through the stairs. There's a bunch of doors. However, specifically from a set of doors which would have been in one of the two rooms that was directly next to the entrance on the right-hand side, so your side, if you will, where you've come up, you can hear a sort of maybe a humming sound coming from that room. It's quite loud. Like it's a...
Is it like a single tone or is it melodic?
It's kind of melodic. Yeah, it's like someone's actually
is.
humming. It's actually someone humming. It's like someone doing that sort of sound.
I've still got my knife in my hand. I'm just wondering whether to change it from a horn. But okay, I'm stealthing up to the door.
Okay.
It's coming.
Now, all along the ground here, that red velvety kind of surface is now just everywhere. And you're squelching along.
When you say everywhere, up the walls as well.
Absolutely everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. And that meaty, ripe sort of smell now is even more pronounced than it was downstairs.
Turning my stomach.
So you creep up to the door, and as you do so, the door swings open.
Who do we see?
Invitingly for me, or somebody's about to come out of it.
Well, it's your interpretation of which of those two things you think it is.
I'm not even. I'm not flattening myself against the wall because the wall is flesh, but I'm turning suddenly sideways with my back to the wall, not quite touching the wall. Paused, waiting for somebody to come out.
You can come in. Well, you're already in. What? Come.
Somebody's talking to me.
Yes, there's this voice. Yes, you all can hear this.
I look wide-eyed at the others.
Yeah, they know you're here. I guess no need to hide. Let's get this thing finished. We need to save the children.
So you step. Right. Who goes into the room first? Feels like
I will step into the room first.
No. Awesome. Father Daniel steps up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Holy water in one hand, crucifix in the other, Orisha mask thrown on for good effect, that kind of thing. Is that what we're imagining as you step in? Or you know?
Yeah.
Armed.
I'm told for my war.
Yeah, spiritual combat. I'm ready. All right.
Yeah.
Step into the room. There is a bedroom. It's obviously a master bed, like a large master bedroom. There's a big 4-poster with the hanging, kind of material draped over the top of it. There's also a tongue, and it's a literal tongue this time. It's not like what you walked through earlier. There's a tongue and a mouth on the wall. So the tongue is sort of out of the mouth. And as you step in, make it goes, yes, you can guess where that's going. But it says, the voice that comes out of the mouth. You're not who I expected. I was just going.
Who were you expecting?
Well, the people who put me here.
And who put you there?
Well, they funded my work, and look where they left me. But it's okay. I mean, they didn't expect me to come back. And why are
What's the name of the bloke who was the
Theodore Sedgwick, I think is. Oh no, Hawks. Talking about the guy that was the inventor.
Inside the house.
Yeah, Hawks. Are you Mr. Hawks then?
Aston Hawks was his name.
Are you Aston Hawks?
I step in the room too. Were you Aston Hawks?
Hold on. Yes, I think so. Yes, what? I was this little thing. This little thing. That might have been Aston.
And what they're calling you now?
Oh, I don't know. I think God might be appropriate, but I'd like to think you'll get there eventually by yourselves.
You spoke of experiments. You must be a wonderful scientist.
I am.
Yes.
Yes. That's right, I am. I'm a brilliant scientist.
What was your greatest achievement?
Oh, I made a door. And then I went through the door. And now I'm back. And look at me.
So where's the door?
It's in a place.
Which place?
Oh, it's nearby. But I think we need to talk about you for a second. So, you smell different. You're not like the others. Not all covered in things.
What things?
Slugs.
Well, the smell of spikes and spines, pointy edges. You smell softer.
Do you know the man Sedgwick?
Okay, so there's this moment of pause when you ask that question, and yes.
By
Yes.
the tone, you don't.
He's evil.
Traitor. He's so sharp and edged. He thinks he's like me, but he's nothing. He's a charlatan, practitioner of small things.
Did he steal your work?
Yes. He stole it and he used it and he thinks it's everything when he knows nothing.
He corrupted
But he
it.
was here. Wow.
Did he corrupt your work? Is there a way that we can stop him or help you stop him?
He took it and did small things with it. Now, he was here, when I came
He
back.
was here. He's not here now.
Well, after I'd
Come back.
come back. Some of them weren't as sharp as the others. Some of them weren't as pointy. So they were easy. I took them first. And then Cedric and some others, that they left. You're not very pointy.
We're very pointy, I say. I'm just going to touch the tip of my blade against the fleshy wall.
Oh, you're a pinstrike, a gnat even. No, they were pointy, sharp, warded, broken things. You're just,
Is there a window in this room?
there is. There's a window right outside. Yep. Yep. Straight out through that balcony.
All right, so okay, there's no window in the actual bedroom then.
No. There's
a window out to the balcony.
There's French doors out to a balcony out. Is that the right term? French doors? Am I using what you guys would call them?
It is.
Yeah.
What I call French doors.
Yeah.
Or French window, in fact.
Yeah.
Did Sedgwick came with any small children with him?
Oh, yes. There's a small thing. It's weird. It's already on its way.
Oh,
There's a couple of them, actually. There's two of them.
can
No.
we?
Where are they?
Can we go to that
Oh.
way?
They're where they need to be, I guess. And they're taking a bit
Okay.
long, but they're...
Are we
Yeah.
too old? Am I too old?
Oh, no, you're fine. No. Oh, what do you mean too old? No, you're fine. I mean, the tongue that's been hanging in the mouth kind of slithers its way towards you at this point.
Backing up.
Yeah,
backing up. The tongue's going further. You're backing up.
Yep.
The tongue. You keep on backing up until the tongue can't reach you. No. If you just stand still, I can tell you how easy you'll be.
We're not easy.
I don't know. You feel easy. I mean, you don't have those pointy edges. Anyway, look, I've come back and I'm so dreadfully hungry. You can imagine I had to use a lot of energy to get back. I came back here, this place, but I'm so very
Why come here?
Well, it's because it's my place. I am this place. I came back through my door, and then I was here. And then I took here. And then they ran away, but I got a few of them before they ran away, and they screamed so ever delightfully. As
Sedgwick ran away?
Oh, and his friends, his investors, his little men who had such weak minds that they couldn't see my genius and my things.
How long ago was it that they ran away? In our terms, I'm sure you experienced time.
I don't know. I guess it was dark when they ran away. It was cold. I couldn't feel it on my outside. It wasn't warm. But I can feel the sun now. It's warming me.
You look sad from the outside.
Sad? I'm not sad. I'm amazing. I'm a god.
Oh, you're such a creative god that you must have something to do next.
Oh, I do. Oh, yes.
Please tell us. We're not worthy, but tell us.
Well, first of all, of course, I'm going to keep on, getting my cat to crawl in front of the camera. Well, first of all, I'm going to get my strength back because you can understand, very tired. And then I'm going to open the door and I'm going to let all of the little things through that want to work to the better. And then they're going to bring things to me so I can, get stronger. And then as I get stronger, I'm going to, grow. And then I'm going to, make this place like the other place, but better. Because I'll be in charge. That's right. You see, the other place, there's all these things there, sharing space, forcing you to do things.
I'm putting my hand on John's shoulder and say, we have to burn it with fire.
Diesel, it's the only way to be sure. Or petrol. Yes, but you really must stay. Actually, you wanted to find the two little people, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Man.
Yes, we do.
I guess I guess they're noisy. They're making some noises.
I mean, if you really want to find them, which I know you do, right? Because you're those people. You're those kind of people, aren't you? You're the desperate heroes, the winners, the victors, the weak-minded fool. The heroes. Anyway, I think you'll find there in the basement.
Typical.
What do you mean the space?
Basement.
The basement.
The basement.
Downstairs. You just go downstairs.
Oh. Okay, we'll go right there.
You could just get yourselves there, and that would be lovely.
Yeah. We'll do that right away. So we'll see you down there. So I'm going out the door.
Of course, you will see me down there.
Yeah.
Because you're everywhere.
Yes.
Go down the stairs. Yeah. Going down the stairs. And now
by the way,
the
way to the basement is through the kitchen. I think you'll find it's at the far end of the right corridor on the ground floor.
Thank you. As soon as you get down to the bottom of the stairs, I'm going out the front door.
Me too.
Yeah.
Is the front door open?
So you go down the stairs and you basically go and make a run for the front door. Okay. Yeah. Can I get agility rolls? Agility rolls from everyone, please, as you all make a run for it. Do you all make a run for it? Do any of you do otherwise?
I'm making a run for it. I am running very fast.
Okay, I realize that I can't run as fast as everyone else because of my gimpy leg and my bad knees and the arthritis. And so I just I stop and I turn around and face whatever is at the back where the window was or is.
Yes. The conservatory.
Yes.
The glass.
Through the French doors that are broken.
Hold on, that was upstairs.
Oh.
That was, but you come downstairs. There's the big glass. There's the big glass like wall right there. It's right.
Yeah, there. And you can open up into a conservatory.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And then the glass at the far end of the glass facing outwards has already been broken.
And now, is the sun shining through into kind of an overgrown area? Yep. All right. So I'm staring that way as everybody's scarpering the other.
Right. You're staring that way. You're not doing anything. You're just standing.
I'm just standing in the corridor.
Okay, so I think.
Yeah.
What about you, John?
I'm seeing everybody's bolting out, but I'm seeing Samuel just standing there in the middle. I'm going to him. And what are you doing, Samuel?
I don't want to run. That's all I got.
I don't want to be courageous by. How old are Samuel?
I'm a rough 70, like hard life 70.
I don't want to be out courageous by 70 years old. God damn it, Samuel. I'm staying with Samuel.
All right. So Atlanta and Father Daniel, you're outside the building. You've made it. You've broken free. You're standing outside the building on the pathway, looking at it. You can see.
Did the door slam shut after us?
It did. Yeah. It definitively did. It slammed shut. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I never would have made it anyway. So I'm just.
Okay,
I ate, John. I ate.
Going back down the path. We've got to get some.
We've got to get some gas.
Make a logic roll for me, please. Investigation. No, the other one. Learning. That's what I'm thinking. Learning. No. Okay, good enough. All right. Yep. Heading down the pathway.
See, gasoline is the best way of dealing with this.
Sure. Okay. What about you two? What are you doing? The voice. You can hear the voice from upstairs now. It's actually being shouted. Like, his mouth is actually upstairs. He can't just speak anywhere in the house. He's shouting from upstairs. He's going, "Well, two of you ran away, but I wasn't lying. The two little things are downstairs.
Will you let us leave with them?"
No. You go downstairs and you join them so I can eat all of you.
Yes, I understand that you're hungry.
Starving.
Yes, I'm not worth it, and he's gamey.
Yeah. And something else that I need to know.
Yeah.
You notice that two of our friends are outside, right?
Yes, they ran away.
Yeah, and you know that fire is bad for you. It's since you feel pain when somebody sticks you with something pointy.
Fire? I'm a god. I'm not worried about fire.
Yeah, gods die. Haven't you read any old tales of Greek and Roman gods?
I'm not a little god. I'm a big god. I'm
but that's
power.
Outsmarted by a human, right?
Whatever. I tell you what. Here's the deal. I will let them go if you stay. I don't
promise.
Cross my heart.
You don't have a heart. That doesn't count.
Oh, where is your heart?
Where's your heart? Yeah.
Where's your heart? Is it inside the house?
I don't. Well, of course. This is my whole body now.
But where's the heart?
Why would I tell you that? You seem very dodgy. I don't think I trust you. I think you're lying.
I'm gonna try to manipulate him.
Go for it.
I'm gonna try
Go for the manipulation roll. Go for the manipulation.
I have 0 in manipulation, but
I have some bad news. The two guys that legged it are the ones with all the personality.
Yeah, exactly.
all the chatting to people. No.
So I'm not very convincing. I look over at John for support.
We want to believe you're a god. What I'm seeing now is some person that had some failed medical experiment.
Don't make him mad! Don't make him mad!
That was outsmarted by a stupid human, and he wants to just show his power by kidnapping 2 little children.
Don't make him mad! Don't make him mad!
I did not kidnap them. I did not kidnap the children. I don't kidnap children.
So you don't. Yeah. So you didn't do any work then. I guess gods have changed from what I read. I guess gods has to be benevolent and loved.
Well, no, we don't have to be loved. We are loved.
Don't
because
talk.
Stop make a manipulation roll. You can have 2 bonus die. I'll give you 2 bonus die. You're poking at his ego.
I'm gonna try to help. I gotta help him.
Okay.
No.
All right. I am not some little god, as you call it, and these children were kidnapped by these folk. They call themselves the Midas Circle.
The what?
Midas Circle. The touch of gold. I touch anything, it turns to gold. Well, I tell you what it turns to. It turns to shit. It's not gold at all. Now, just to prove how much of a god I am, I'm going to let one of them go. That's how much of a god I am. Now, I don't really know which one, because they're just things. So you go down the stairs, you choose the one you want to go. I'll even let that one just walk out the door.
Okay.
And promise. I have the word of a god.
I'm going to do an observation. I want to know the intention.
I want to know is the house lying?
Oh, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Well, no, you don't know. You don't know. You can't.
I'm gonna start walking forward.
Maybe if you're standing outside and you can see its eyes.
Yeah, I'm walking forward. I've taken out the shotgun. I'm using it to kind of prop myself up because.
And you're going to the kitchen where he's pointed you, or I'm just checking where.
He said downstairs, right?
He said
downstairs through the kitchen.
He said the stairs to the basement were through the kitchen.
I'm saying, and I'm like, John, don't give up your life for this. Don't give up your life. You stay here, and you make sure that they're aware. Did they? Oh, the door shut. So you do what you can from back here. I'll do what I can from down there. Trust me. If something goes wrong, everyone will get a sign.
Okay. Let me try something. This is a generosity, of course, of a god, but what if we gift you something? You desire Sidwick to take your revenge back, right?
Sorry?
You desire Sidwick to take your revenge.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
And you cannot move. You're a house. You cannot move. Well, you can lure Sidwick inside.
Once I have enough strength, I'll be able to let some things through that will do it for me.
We can do it for you. We can lure Sidwick back and you take your revenge.
I've
All
stopped.
right. Okay. So you're having that conversation, Samuel.
Yep.
You've gone.
So I've gotten as far as the kitchen, but I hear John in the background speaking. So once I get to the point where it starts getting kind of hard to hear, I will stop. If that means that I'm in the kitchen. So I'll go as far as I can, as long as I'm hearing what John has said.
Sure. Okay. Well, you're in the kitchen.
Okay.
You can see the stairwell going down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's a straight, like the stairs going up were, sort of semi, not circular, but went up a couple of flights to get to the first floor. Short.
Mm-hmm.
The stairs going down are like a long set of stairs going down to a basement or something, like a root cellar. Is that the term? I think it's the term. That sort of concept. You've stopped. John's having his conversation.
Yeah.
There is a conversation going on. At the same time, though, you see the door to the basement open.
Oh, it opens on its own.
Yeah, 100%.
So I continue to go to the door that leads downstairs, and
well, the door is at the bottom, so there's no door at the top. You just
okay. I'm starting at the first step before I head all the way, and I say to him, if what John says is right, and we're going to promise to bring you Sedgwick as payment, why don't you let both of these children go? We will accompany them out, and we will promise you, as our God, that we will come back with Sedgwick to appease you and take these two children out. What do you say?
No. Just goes no.
He just says
one
no.
For one. One for one. If you want them both to be free, you have to stay.
I go downstairs.
Okay. There is this horrible slimy mess. There's a pulsating sense to this whole space, like the whole space is pulsating. You can see two children. They seem to have been tied up, trussed, if you will, and left on the floor. They're lying on the floor, and you can see that the viscousness, is covering them. Both of them seem to be alive, as far as like when if you step into the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna get close. Yeah.
They are both alive.
Are they gagged?
Yes.
Okay, so I undo the gag first, and the only thing that I have on me is booze, like hard stuff.
Right.
And so I'm bathtub gin. So I say, you must be thirsty. I say, it's going to be super hot, but it will at least give you something. So I pass them both, and I say, are you okay?
To help with your dehydration, can I just pour burning alcohol down your throat? Yeah.
I'm old.
That's
a remedy.
Nothing solves dehydration better than burning alcohol.
That's right. Bathtub gin. So I asked them, are they okay?
I wonder what would it do. Now we're really missing the doctor. Like that science, that knowledge of basic dehydration, that right there.
Yeah.
All right. The girl who you think must be the girl from you didn't. I don't remember. Oh no, you did. Yeah,
I did because I aimed a gun.
It's the girl from last night.
Yeah.
You're pretty sure, and the boy must be the child who was missing from a couple of days earlier.
Yep.
He looks much less well than her, but having said that, they are both awake.
Can I notice any movement on their legs or their arms, any type of stuff under their skin.
Make an investigation roll for me, please.
I will do
You're
that.
really good at that, as I recall.
I am.
And you got 1 success. She doesn't seem to have any such thing going on. He maybe. You're a bit unclear. She sort of looks at you and goes, oh God, what was his name? It's always the way. You need the name of the boy. Oh no, that's right. I can get it from there. That one. No. Yeah. Wow, so many pages.
What's her name?
Billy. His name is Billy.
Of course it is.
And Esther is her name.
Okay, Esther.
Billy and Esther.
Okay. I asked Esther, is Billy okay?
No, he's not well. Those things are inside him.
Are they inside you?
The bad men were trying to put them inside.
Okay. Come with me. Billy.
No. Okay, so yep.
Yeah. I look at Billy. I say, Billy, are you okay? And I say, look at me.
Okay, he looks at you.
And what do I see?
See him. Well, I don't know. You see.
I mean, do I see anything? Do I
like the writhing under the skin that you're looking for?
And I'm really paying attention.
Yep. You see it.
Okay. I'm going to ask Billy to turn around and look at the wall. There's something over there.
Okay. This doesn't feel like the setup for getting Billy out of the basement, by the way. I'm just saying.
So I say, Billy, you stay there and you wait. Okay? Actually, I tell him to come to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. You tell him to come to the bottom of the stairs.
Where the door is. The door is still open.
Yeah.
And I have her going up the stairs.
Okay, so she's in front of you.
And I say, Esther, keep on going, and you're going to see another man. Go with him. And so I say, Billy, I think I see something else on that wall. Turn around.
Okay. He's not at his best, so he turns around. He turns around and faces the wall.
I coup de grace him. And then with the shotgun, and I move as fast as I can upstairs.
Okay. Make a fear check for me, please. You are executing a 12-year-old child with a shotgun to the back of the head.
Yes.
Did I hear the shotgun?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's hard to miss.
Yeah. I immediately...
2 conditions, please.
Yeah, I immediately run to the...
2 conditions, even with the success?
Absolutely. You just executed a 12-year-old child.
All right. So
as far as I'm concerned, you got a flight with only 3.
Yeah. Okay. So I go upstairs. Well, in my mind, it's like he's already dead.
Hey, no.
Right. When I see the doctor, I'm going to say it was a mercy killing. Anyway, I go upstairs as soon
as you're going to see the doctor,
and then I'm going and I'm just going as fast as I can with my shotgun like a cane.
So, John, you've been chatting to the house. It's not really caring about what you say anymore. It's decided what it wants to decide. Yeah. You see the girl come up the stairs. She sprints towards you. So the first thing that happens is you see this girl come up the stairs. She sprints towards you.
Yeah, I lift her and I put her on my back and I immediately run.
Okay, so you run to the front doors, or is that what you do?
Is there a back door actually?
There's There's the conservatorium going straight out into the open ground.
Yeah, I immediately go from this door, and
Okay, so you slam open the conservatorium doors and you sprint through the broken glass window at the back.
Yeah, I'm trying to cover. Yeah, I'm trying to cover her.
Make an agility roll for me, please.
Yeah, I'm trying to cover her as
because it is actually the thing you're best at, as I vaguely recall.
Yeah, and I have a condition.
Sorry,
I have a talent sprinter. But
this feels like a sprinting moment.
But it said when trying to outrun or chase something. Okay, so I have two.
You're definitively trying to outrun something. That's no debate there. Yep,
okay, so 2 bonus dice.
Yep. All right, you've got the girl over your shoulder. You sprint through the back. You slam the doors open. You run out the back. You're in the open ground. You're next to that shed-like building. And now that you're at the back, you can hear the thrumming sound of a diesel motor coming from the other side of that building, by the way.
Oh, diesel motor. Okay. Yeah.
So you can see now that you can hear a motor running.
Yeah.
And they're not quiet. Like diesel motors are not quiet things. So you can hear this sort of thrum noise. All right, that's you. You're out of the house. The house says, I was going to let you go anyway. You can believe or disbelieve the house's, stance on this. You've shot the kid. You're running up the stairs. The house goes, no, that wasn't the deal. And you feel like the whole house is trying to grasp you, like walls are closing in. Things are being hurled at you as you try and escape the building. It is trying to crush you to death.
Okay, so I'll kind of shoot on the side as I feel this, I'll be moving as fast as I can.
Yeah. So you've got the second barrel of the shotgun available to you.
Yes,
because it's a double barrel.
That's right.
Shotgun.
Yeah.
So you fired one barrel. You sprint up the stairs as fast as you can, and you're in a room that actually faces out. So there are windows here that go out to the outside.
I'm not in the moment. I'm not smart enough to think about that. I'm like going to where the conservatory was and heading out that way. So I can't even see. My brain is. And I'm hopeless and frightened and angry, and I just don't know my.
Okay, so make a. First of all, make a. I'm shooting my shotgun to clear the way roll. So by all means, make a range combat roll to give you some additional successes as you blast your way through the space. Okay, one additional success, nice. Okay, so it's not really doing damage in the sense of you're not going to shoot the house to death.
Yeah.
But it's providing, sort of things leer out of the wall and you blast them as you run forward and the house kind of goes, ow, in effect.
Okay.
That hurt.
Yeah.
Or words to that effect. Doesn't actually cause it real damage, but causes it to hesitate.
Yeah.
Bad news, it is an agility roll. There is no way it's not an agility roll.
Yeah, no, of course it is. All right. So with my 3 whole dice, I will roll agility and I'm going to roll this.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh.
Do you know how frequently I roll dice in this game?
Very, very seldom.
Yeah. So this is its roll.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Only 2. So can I push?
What have you got to lose?
You can.
If beat you by 1, you're going to take 1 condition. Don't push. Never mind. Oh,
Yeah.
bloody Nora.
No, it was just what it's saying is it's a total of 1 success. He didn't get any.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So
right, okay.
I'm going to take battered.
Yeah. So basically, you're smashing your way out. You blasted with the shotgun, which gave you equivalent successes. So it only does its raw damage, which, by the way, is 2 conditions, not 1. So you take 2 conditions.
2 more physical conditions.
2 more physical conditions.
Okay, so
as the house crashes at you and tries to...
Can we hear this from outside?
Yeah, you probably are all standing out the front going, shit, we need to go get petrol. What are we going to do? When you hear blasts of shotgun fire from within the house, it's probably a bit of a giveaway. And the smashing of glass coming from the rear of the building. And yeah, Samuel, you smash your way through the doors. You blasted the conservatory window space, creating a shattered, piece of glass, and then race through, cut yourself on lots of bits. Of tried to close again on you, like so the bladed edges of the glass were trying to slam shut on you, almost like teeth. Say, and you're now standing outside the building, bloodied and battered and wounded and exhausted and all. Do
I see John and Esther?
You do. You see them standing in front of you because they've bolted out the door, but I assume they've also, bolted out the back. So there's 2 of you at the front, 2 of you at the back of the building.
And I'm coming.
And the house is furious. You can hear it shouting and swearing and slamming you for being just like the other one, just as false and untrustworthy and selfish. It would have kept its promise. It would have let them all go, but you were too self-interested and not interested in the greater good, which it sees as being itself. And you're all standing outside the building. As I noted, you can hear, and now that you're on the other side of the building, a diesel engine running in either one of those 2 small buildings or the big building, bigger shed.
So does Atlanta and Father Daniel, did they hear his anger?
Oh yeah. He's shouting at the top of his voice. Yeah, he's pissed.
Okay.
And the smashing of glass.
And the smashing of glass.
Daniel, they may need our help around the other side.
Yeah, let's see if we can work out a way around the back.
Yeah, well, the simple way is go out through the fence, round the fence. Yeah. Avoiding the grounds with their slugs.
The sluggy grounds.
Now, interestingly, for Samuel and John, the pathway from the back, you can see the pathway kind of winds out into the back garden somewhere. Maybe it even goes to a fence line. But there's actually also an explicit path to that bigger shed.
Okay. So go down that path then.
This is for the guys at the back who are standing at the back.
Oh, sorry.
For you guys, it's, climb around, go over, whatever.
The diesel motor itself, it's can I see it's powering anything?
When you walk down the path, you realize there's actually both of the small buildings are diesel engines, and you can hear them rattling along.
Okay.
And they have got what looks like, you can check this out when you get to the building, they've got, cables or things running into the bigger of the 3 outbuildings, which is where the big engine-y sort of weird woo-woo sound is coming from. Now, I'm conscious that it's hit 10:30 UK time, if I'm keeping up with, or at least London time. So that's probably as good a moment as any to pause the game. So where you're standing right now is you're looking at so all 4 of you have kind of gotten back together. Let's just smooth that path. You've got Esther with you.
I explain to them what I did and why.
Oh, you tell them.
I tell them. I say, I tell them. I say, and they know. They can see in my visage that I'm broken, or almost broken, and just And I said he was covered in them, or inside, and there was no way that we could save him, and he may get others.
Probably John is furious about this, and he was about to knock punch Samuel, but he resisted the urge to punch him.
And I'm like, I'm an old man. I'm an old man
with a shotgun. An old man with a shotgun. All right, so perfect, I think, ending. So you've escaped the house. The house is pissed at you, though. Whether that means anything or not is an interesting question, but it's definitively unhappy. So just to recap, what you know is Sedgwick and some number of members of his inner circle have gone somewhere. They're not here. They've gone somewhere. You know that the house is possessed by Hawks's ghost, spirit, body, something in between, all of those things at once. You know that the grounds themselves are infested with these things, the slugs, the otherworldly things. You know that Samuel will do whatever he thinks is necessary to protect humanity from outside influence. He's a fanatic, so tick there. And yeah, you're standing in front of a large building that seems to have some sort of humming noise coming from it, and there are the two diesel engines running independently. Just to reassure you, Matthew, the reference to the fire made it good component of the side note is to point out that there's actually quite a significant amount of diesel, which is harder to ignite, but not impossible, parked next to said diesel engines. Yes, they did tell you the call out was explicitly, the players may wish to burn the whole place down. This is where the diesel is.
Yeah.
Jolly good. I think that may
As
be
soon as I heard the diesel engine, I knew we could basically blow it up. I was looking for a car because you could drive a car and
you know, American style.
Set the globe. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Frank's character is on his way. The doctor is on his way, and obviously he's carrying, cartloads of the C4 equivalent.
Where did the doctor go? Oh, he went to get the petrol.
Yes.
Did we know we needed petrol?
Of course, he knew. He knew instinctively.
But the doctor's got a car. Of course, he needs petrol.
Of course, he needs petrol.
And he got some extra, of course, because you never know when you're going to find another gas
long way out of
station.
I'm going to end the stream. I don't know.
Bye, everybody.